house guests. Welcome to the House of Reactions. I'm Khalil.
I'm Savannah.
And we got another top 5 video for you guys.
I still want that music.
What?
That intro music's like top 5. Like has a 5 floating around or something. You know how they be doing. We're going to get that one day. We're going to get it.
But anyway, this top 5 is our top 5 most memorable moments in Civil War. Yep. We tried to put them in order the best we could, so we'll see how it turns out. We might have some different, we might have some the same. They could even be in the same spot, so let's see.
I can't even read my writing.
Alright, you go ahead with your 5th.
Number 5. I put the scene with Black Panther and Bucky fighting. I thought that was memorable. Not that it wasn't nothing really funny.
It was the first time you saw Black Panther
That's
in uniform.
That's what I say, yeah. And like just seeing his claws come out and just seeing how like they could shoot, like the guy was shooting them and like the bullets just bouncing off and stuff. So that I thought that was pretty memorable.
Yeah. My top 5 is Ant-Man turns to Giant Man.
Ooh.
And you got Spider-Man, Stark, and War Machine take him down. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Just that whole thing was crazy because that whole little part that had, because as soon as he grows, you see Spider-Man turn around like, holy shit! Yeah. And then you see him pretty much wrapping the web around his legs, and then they go for the uppercuts to take Giant Man out. But yeah, that was crazy. Go ahead with your number 4.
My number 4 is when Cap and Bucky was fighting. That whole thing with them being in the apartment or whatever, I guess Bucky's apartment, I thought that was really cool. Like, and I don't even know if you really remember this part, but like when the guy was like shooting down the door, and you thought like Bucky or somebody would come out the door, but basically he came out like the side of the door and like just punched him through the wall, and then he came out the door. But
when he picked up the freaking battering ram, it started
swinging.
Yes.
Oh, God. But yeah, that is one of my, like, when it comes to like the big scenes, I don't know why that scene I was just all into it. Like it was so good.
I like how Cap's trying to stop him from killing people, and he Bucky tries to throw the guy down the stairs, and Cap catches him. Come on, man! It's like, all right, so let's go. My number 4 is after your number 5. Black Panther chasing Bucky through the streets and everything. Man, just the way Bucky ran to that guy, grabbed the bike and flipped it around.
Woo!
I was like, oh,
that part.
That was nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that was my number 3 or whatnot. Okay. So, but yeah, I loved how he just grabbed it in slow motion. Like, I was not expecting that. Because, like, we had seen, you know, like, on the little clips, we had seen, like, the little bit of the chase scene. And when I seen that, I was like, oh, like, I was freaking out. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, I like the end of it, too. It was nice. The way he just swiped the bike with his claws.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
And then Cap just, like, throws him off and just kind of slides across the ground. I was like,
that was cool.
That's
and
nice.
I about forgot. I got chills when they have like when War Machine, what did he say? Something about
you're a criminal.
Yeah, not that part. I didn't really get chills at that part, but when Black Panther took off his helmet and they were just looking at him, I was like, ooh, he bad. So I guess with your number 3.
Alright. My number 3 is Cap and Bucky fighting down the stairs and everything like that. That again, that was sick. The whole thing. Cap's like, chill, you gonna kill somebody, and Bucky like throws him on the ground and punches through the floor. I thought he was gonna punch Cap, and he's like, I'm not gonna kill anybody, and grabs his bag. Yeah, that whole sequence was just crazy.
It was.
What number 2?
What I put for number 2? Oh, I put the part with Falcon, Bucky, and Spider-Man when they was all fighting or whatnot. And like I just put this part because it was so funny because like when I can't even think that when Falcon and Bucky was like Spider-Man had him, you wouldn't say taped down, but I don't know what you would say. But he
webbed down?
That works. He had him webbed down. That sounds weird though, webbed down. Like doesn't even, but anyway, he had him like webbed down, and then what's his name? Red Wing, I guess. Ain't that his name? Yeah, he got him to take, Spider-Man out or whatever. And then he was just like, you could have thought of that earlier. And he was like, I hate you. Yeah. Like, I just love that part so much. It's too funny.
Number 2 is during the final fight, when Tony ends up trapping Bucky inside, and the whole end of the fight pretty much is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just Cap is like literally like just going at Iron Man with everything, and then he figures out the fight pattern. He's like, okay, now let's kick his ass, and then he starts coming back. I was like, oh man, I didn't know how it was going to end at that
That's
point.
That's what I was going to say. What was so good about that part is like I thought Bucky was going to die. Like the whole time I was scared, and just like I didn't know what was going to happen because freaking Iron Man was mad. I thought he was going to kill everybody.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cap literally had to like shove the shield in the suit to shut it down and everything.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna chop. Well, I knew he wasn't, but it looked like he was gonna chop his head off with it. I knew he wasn't.
I didn't know if he was gonna do that or just like bash him in the head. And I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's not like him though.
Yeah, so I didn't think he would. And this one, it's out of all these scenes, it's not necessarily like my favorite. Like, because there's so many fight scenes and stuff I like. I guess better than this. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, but I put when Ant-Man grew into Giant Man, because there's just something about that scene. Like every time I go to tell somebody like about the movie, like when we talk about it, I'm always just like, did you see Ant-Man? Like just him growing, it was just so funny. And like with Spider-Man commenting like, oh shit, and just everybody like, and then Tony Stark was like, if anybody else has any like hidden amazing talent, whatever he said. So I put that as my number one, just because I always go to that first thing I tell people.
He's big now. Like,
yeah.
My number one is, it's not even a fight. It's just the whole lineup scene where it shows like both teams there and everything, and just seeing Spider-Man there with Iron Man and War Machine and Black Panther. I'm like, oh, this is sick. I was like,
you mean when they're just like? Do you mean too when they start running?
Yeah.
Or they start walking?
And it's just like they're not stopping. It's like these are.
That was funny. That was too funny, but oh god, I love that movie so much. Like, guys, this is the best movie. It really is. If you haven't seen it, we just spoiled it for you, but it's so good.
They'll know not to watch it if they haven't seen it.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that.
Anyway, guys, let us know down in the comment section what you guys think. What are your top 5 moments in Civil War? And we will see you guys next time.
Still spitting that cash flow, DJ Khaled. I got penthouse on both coasts, PH Balance.